Brought to you by Penguin.
Death in the East by Abir Mukherjee. Read by Simon Bubb. There's an east wind coming, Watson. Such a wind as never blew on England yet. But it's God's own wind none the less, and a cleaner, better, stronger land will lie in the sunshine when the storm has cleared. Arthur Conan Doyle, His Last Bow. Prologue. February 1922. Jatinga, Assam. The birds were killing themselves. Not a few, but thousands. "They're starlings," said the woman. "Suicide birds." A long-dead schoolmaster's question echoed inside my skull. "You, Wyndham, the collective noun for a flock of starlings is—" My ignorance met by the crack of ruler upon desk. "Murmuration, boy. A flock of starlings is called a murmuration. Now don't forget." Murmuration. It suggested the clandestine, something whispered, something hidden. Maybe it had to do with the way they flew, vast flocks pirouetting through the clouds as though of one mind, receiving instructions from one voice. And tonight, in the void of a new moon, did that voice tell them to plummet earthward through mountain mists and to break themselves on the floor of this valley in the middle of nowhere? I leaned on the veranda's wooden balustrade and watched. In the valley below, the flames from 100 torches illuminated a scene from Dante as half-naked tribesmen shrieked and ran and set about the fallen creatures with clubs and sticks. "Why do they do it?" I asked. The woman turned to me, her expression suddenly sombre. "Fear," she said. "The same reason men the world over attack anything they don't understand." I meant the birds. Why do they come here to die? She smiled. "Everyone has to die somewhere. And personally, Captain, I can't think of a better place. Can you?" She looked down at the tribesmen. "Of course the locals say the valley is cursed, that the birds become possessed by evil spirits." "And you?" I asked. "What do you believe?" "Me?" She feigned surprise, a pretense for my benefit, then moved closer. When she spoke, her voice was a whisper. "If you decide to stay in our little outpost for any length of time, Captain, you may find a fair few of our number who are possessed of a certain malevolence. Who's to say there isn't evil at work here?" The cries from the valley floor started to ebb, and the air began to still, no longer roiled by the constant swoop and smack of birds crashing to their deaths. Behind us a door opened. Yellow light spilled onto the velvet blackness of the veranda. A starched servant in white tunic and stiff-fanned turban made the call to dinner, then stood aside as the Saabs and Mems of the Jatinga Club downed drinks and processed inside. Emily Carter took a final sip from her flute. "Brace yourself, Captain," she said. "This is where the fun starts." She handed the empty glass to the servant and disappeared inside, though not before kicking a blood-stained bird off the balcony and away into the darkness below. 1. 2 weeks earlier. I'd left Calcutta with a grim resolve, a suitcase full of Kurdu gourd, and, in case of emergencies, a bullet-sized ball of opium resin.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?